Greetings, YouTube. The latest bit of pro-patriarchy lawmaking in America is coming out of Oklahoma. Male lawmakers in Oklahoma write law requiring written consent of the father for women to have an abortion. Further details, these are the first two paragraphs of the article. Last week, in the latest segment of We Live in a Patriarchal Society Where Men Will Always Presume to Know Best, Oklahoma State Representative Justin Humphrey introduced a bill that would require anyone seeking an abortion to first receive express permission from the fetus's father. To be precise, the bill would require written consent of the fetus's father. If a man claims to be the father of the fetus, he can demand a paternity test, which would be itself delay the abortion by at least 3 to 5 days. The bill is maniacally elaborate, allowing exceptions only if the father of the fetus is dead. Or you could also probably get around this by just saying, I don't know who the father is. And then they're stymied. So this law actually had been tried, this type of law had been tried in the past, and a lawsuit took place. The lawsuit was called Planned Parenthood of Central Missouri versus Danforth, when the Supreme Court ruled against spousal consent requirements, though this technically isn't necessarily spousal. This is along the same lines of trying to delay or prevent an abortion by saying that the father of the fetus has a say over what happens to the woman's body. And they don't. The only uterus that you are in charge of is your own. And if you do not have a uterus, you do not get to be in charge of any uterus. Ever. Not even once. Doesn't matter that you have had sex with someone. Doesn't matter if you are married to that person. Doesn't matter if you just had a one-night stand. If it is not your body, you do not get to choose what someone else does with theirs. I'm not really sure why this very simple concept is so incredibly hard for social conservatives to grasp. Because the kind of governmental overreach involved with telling someone else that you right there have to produce a fetus into a human could also be used against them. But then again, if they were capable of having deep thoughts over long term, they probably wouldn't be social conservatives. They would be progressives. But yeah. So Oklahoma, once again, trying to show the world that it's a backward place. Thoroughly embracing Sharia law. They just don't call it that. They just want to call it Christian Sharia law, Christian theocracy, but try to impose their socially conservative views upon the world around them because they're fearful people. And in this case, a bunch of fearful men. Now, if you want to follow socially conservative laws for yourself, go ahead. I don't think it's healthy, but go ahead. But do not attempt to impose those laws on someone else. In particular, don't try to use our secular legal system to achieve those ends. Because that would make you a butt.